Good morning, everyone. One more day to go before Ross turns up to do the tiling. So I've trapped myself in the toilet for a little bathroom for another day. I'll just quickly show you what I got done yesterday. We've got the big boys on the job now, look. Got the old Massey 690. No Kenny though. We'll crack on and do it, won't we, between us?
Hello again. I am Maisie. Steve has hired me, but I have to work harder or he won't pay me.
I've got one of the big bags out of the way.
Steve has lots of friends to help him. He must be very popular.
Hey, look who's back to come and help me.
Oh dear.
Well, no, today he's going to carry on with this machine. I've just got another little job to do, so what else to do? You give me half an hour. Look at that, that's a good trick. Straight away, rocket. You pull the black bit back, Watto, and then line that up. Let me put this down, because obviously the old boys. I'll give him a 5-minute risk assessment, and there is. Are you happy with that?
What happens then?
Yeah, right. You've got to dig in sometimes to get behind the tile.
He's not very good, is he?
Ready?
No, wait a minute. Let's do this logically. We want the sink out before we get the stand out, don't we?
Well, sort of we do.
Yeah. If I was you, I should smash round the taps, Wad, I think, to start with. Just see how she goes. Right, now work your way. Because you can't do too much damage that it's going to affect any of the plumbing. That's it. What that comes, he always ends up breaking things. Going places. That's better, isn't it? No, just keep going on the top, mate. All will be revealed, won't it, in the fullness of time. That's it. Yeah, that's just gobbled in. So it should be better.
You want to save
the plug. The sacred plug. Oh, that's good then. We can get working with that now, can't we? I'm sure. Is that waste pipe? No, it's not connected to it. Hey, voila. That's it. That someday might end up in Portugal. If not, it'll end up smashed up. But we'll save it for the moment. Now we better get some. Well, we can take that. We can disconnect that bit of pipe work, can't we, from that? From now on, I think it's going to the kitchen. Right. Good. What I had a beer, so now he's got all aggressive with things and smashing things up.
Toilet next. Castella Branco.
So we've the we basically took that out. I should do a bit of remedial around the back of there, but it's allowed us to get the rest of the tiles off this wall, that wall's done now as far as we're concerned for Ross. The windowsill's done. So all we've got now is 2 tiles behind the toilet. Now this is the bit they were a bit scary about, because I want to take the tank off if we possibly can to help us get those last tiles off there. And I don't really know whether I'm going to be able to do it or not, but we're going to give it a go. It does mean now that perhaps the toilet will not be flushable when we finish, but I'm hoping I can take it off and put it back on again when we've got the tiles out of the way just for tonight, and then take it off again tomorrow when Ross comes for the tiling. But we will see.
They managed to get the tank off without too much trouble.
So I'll let you tidy that up.
Yeah, we'll have a muck out and then we'll go for that last bit. Yep. Well, today Ross comes. Last night, with the help of Waddo, we managed to get all of the tiles that we're working on and the heavy old plaster off. We think what might have caused them making a bigger one at the bottom, thicker layer of, because of that. They tried to sink that pipe in there and they only sunk it in sort of halfway, and then when it come out they built up the render to cover it, and I think they ended up having to carry on making a thick render around the rest of the room, which means a bit daft. But then again, that was in the olden days when this was first put. Got a bit of an accident here, which I'm annoyed about, but I'm hoping that the taking the sink out or breaking the sink out, because I can't get the isolation taps are seized. Obviously, it's water's under pressure still, so I can't put the pressure water off at the coming into the house. I don't know how to do that, so I didn't get involved. I was working late last night. I didn't quite get finished off, but I've got to take that board off there, which covered the waste pipe. So that's coming out. I don't need that in the way there. It'll get in the way of Ross when he's tiling his bits. So there we have it. This morning I've got to, well, our last glorious use of the toilet, because I've got to take the tank off again. I did take it off last night to get behind it. So obviously I'll take that off. That'll give Ross a free run on that wall. It'll give him a free run on both of those walls, hopefully. Bit fiddly in that corner, but he's used to that. The job he does. Right, we'll crack on. Well, we've had a bit of a disaster today. First of all, we had a no-show from Ross. Thought he was coming on today, Wednesday, but that's what he planned. But then he suddenly says he's coming Saturday. So I took the cistern off, so I had to put it back on, because I'm not going to go without my flusher till Saturday, since it's only Wednesday now. But I've decided to try and be a bit constructive, so I filled in some of the holes that were caused by us bashing the tiles off and the concrete that was attached to it, or the heavy render. The other bit that went wrong was started looking at the bathroom furniture that we bought to go in here, the sink and the cupboards, etc. And we find out that the centre's the wrong colour. So we're well and truly in the mire at the moment, but hopefully we'll have a better day tomorrow. Oh, a bit dark in it. Right, come back over here a bit. No, that's better. Good morning. Well, today was going to be a bit of a disaster from yesterday with the bad news of the units and Tyler not turning up.
That was just a misunderstanding.
I thought, well, I've just got to get on with something in the yard, so I started working in the garden again, because it's cold, but it's dry. But then I managed to get hold of the supplier, and I told him that we got grey units instead of white, and he said, well, it says white on the paperwork, and I said, yes, it does. He said, what you checked? I said, well, the 3 carcasses. He says, the carcasses are in grey. He said, the doors and the sides and everything are in white. So I thought, well, I've done something wrong here. So fingers crossed that we are all right. And so I've stopped my gardening and I'm going to come and try and put these units together. So I'll let you know how I get on later.
What a numpty.
There we are. That's took all morning to get that put together. A 3-door unit, a 2-door under the basin, and a tall one cupboard. Now I'm going to measure the length of that to see whether it'll fit in where I want it to. Because it's a grey unit. Well, the grey carcasses, but the white units. And I've got to be able to fit all of that in the space, and it's going to be a tight fit. I've got a sneaky feeling that I'm probably going to end up not having one of these boards on the end to be able to get it in. So this is the moment of truth.
I bet it doesn't fit.
Board's dropped already. Morning, everyone. Today we've had the first day of frost, but it's still a glorious day out there with regards to the sunshine coming out on this. No, look, on the back of the fence there. Right, show what I'm going to do today if I can. Start using some of this wood up and tidy those tubs up. And at some point I must look at this. What a mess. What a mess. That's not much of a man shed, is it? But I'm going to try and get my pump going today. Got my battery there. It's got some charge in it. We've got my pump here somewhere. We haven't. We can fetch the pump. Here is the said pump. Now the idea
We'll probably fail, Steve.
is to fix the pump to the battery, and then through a couple of holes in the wall we have the discharge into this tub, and then the other end of it can drop into the end one, the middle one, or the third one. That way then, with having one tap, that'll serve all the water supply. I can just daisy chain them on one to the other to the other. That's the plan. We'll see how we get on. Got the first hole drilled. That's where the pipe's going to go through. We have the pump wired up, ready to go to the battery. I'm just trying. This is a very crude startup, but I haven't got a proper clip for that yet. I just want to test whether it works. So the pump sucks the water from this barrel. It then goes into the shed, through the little 12-volt pump, and then out. So it's coming in the left-hand one, going out the shed in the right-hand one. What I've done, you can see that, look, the little green tube. I've put it in the back of that down pipe, tried it a little bit, and it goes into there.
Now that is clever.
That works quite clever, I think. And then when I want to, I can then pick out the second one and the third one. Now I haven't got these linked up yet because I want to do an overflow scenario to get more filled up. These are just filled up from the rain landing in them. But they were originally set up to fire one going into the second one, into the third one. Because I want to keep these two filled up. But you see, the principle works quite well. This one's the only one that's got the tap on it. That's one that we always empty. So we'll be, yeah, I'm happy with that. That's been a good morning's work. about 10 o'clock, I think, so it'll be time for a coffee anyway. It's getting a little bit warmer now, the sun's out now, but my hands were so cold first thing this morning doing this job. But I'm pleased I've done it. So it's coffee, then we'll head on the outside job. Overflows into this one. This one overflows into this one. This one overflows into this one. Hole in the back here. And that is where the final overflow will run into this gully. This is purely for winter, because obviously all of these tanks at some point over winter will get filled up and then they just spew water all over. So that should allow me to get that part of the job sorted out, which allows me to move on to the next piece. Now we have the completed thing with the lids on. Connected up. And the last piece of the jigsaw was the overflow pipe, which runs down to here and into the gully. So in principle, we shouldn't get any water on the path. Let us wait until the tubs get fully filled and see what happens. Well, I've made a start on this. It's a bit Keith Robinson, so at least, but still not sure where I'm going with it, but I've made a start at least. That's the sort of height I want, and I want a sort of a roof of some sort to go over the top. But I want it to be, although I've got uprights in the front of it now, I don't think I want them long term. So I'm going to have to try and find a way of supporting them cantilever style or something. And that'll do for tonight. It's getting dark. Camera and always show up, but I'll take you home and see the pretty lights.
They are pretty, Steve.
I'm not doing a lot tonight. No, we're dancing a lot more than that. Maybe a different setting. I don't know if I can do it. Change the setting on it. No, I can't find it. Do that. Change the setting. Oh, we'll grab it. And this one is decided not to work at all. Perhaps. Oh, there we go. Probably not dark enough. Probably not dark enough for that one yet. That one's in nearer the fence, so it's in the shade now. Now the fence is up. Yeah, that's what's happening there. Yeah, autumnal drags on, so does it the earlier nights. Starting to get, well, the camera's a bit deceptive really, because it is starting to get dark. Yeah, just have a look at the other ones. Yeah, look, it looks, the camera's a bit deceptive because it makes it look so it's light, but there's a moon, or half a moon, and over there, there's been talk over the last few days of Aurora Borealis, and
Do you
they
mean
said
the
that you
Northern
don't
Lights?
see all the colours unless you're got a camera shot of it, or looking through the lens here, it does look, the colours do change a little bit, and they do look brighter colours, I must admit. Yeah, definitely something going on there, isn't there? I'll zoom in. Oh yeah, there's something going on, isn't there?
Can we go in, please? I'm getting cold.
Might be a bit later. It's a clear night, so it's not going to do a bit more later. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Like Friday night. Someone's called that it, I think. This one's not going on otherwise. Perhaps it's not dark enough. Hand over the sensor. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not quite not quite dark enough to set them off yet. Right. Get a bit nippy as well. No. Mr. Owl's lit up anyway. Right. We'll call that it for the time being. Right, the prep work has been done. The toilet's out and the floor's been smashed about a bit. And now we're ready for the off. The tiling begins. We're at lunchtime, and we've got the bottom half of the front window done. We're round the corner and readying up the far end. All the walls tiled and the window. We're now cutting out and starting on the floor. We can't do this area yet because I've got to do some boxing in with the pipe. But we're concentrating on the floor so we can get the toilet put back in. Looking good. Right. Sunday morning. Ross has got me to I've got to take the tile. Don't know what they call them things there really, but the spacers I suppose, aren't they? All these little tag things off the. He's took some. Looks like he's took them off as he's been going along. There's food down there still, but right, we'll crack on with that because we'll be here soon. Got two walls basically done. He's got the framing in now. It's looking better already, isn't it?
Ross is a lot cleverer than you, Steve, isn't he? He did all the tiling in one day. I bet it would have taken you a week. Or even longer, haha.
We're going to put the posts in today. Been doing quite a bit of shopping and messing about in the bathroom for the last 2 days, but I'm coming outside today just to try and set these posts this afternoon if I can. Well, we've sealed the floor, 2 coats of sealant. Now I'm going to try and put the loo back today. And while we're doing it, we'll put the new loo seat back on. Seeing as I broke the top of the old one. This morning we're going to have a go at getting some of this wood up.
What are you making now?
Trying to swear I've got all of the horizontals done now. I've got 4 bits left from them packs for the verticals, but I've just ordered 2 more packs which should be coming tomorrow, all being well. So that'll be another job out of the way if I can get that cut and screwed up. Don't look too bad, does it?
Well, it's time to finish this episode. I think that Steve and his friends have worked jolly hard and deserve a thumbs up. Steve has gone in now, but asked me to say thank you for watching, and if you have subscribed there will be another episode soon. Bye for now, love from Maisie.